DZRJ, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.
Yes, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone who's tuned in right now. Yes. Okay, sige. Yes, this is the Microphone Radio Show, the Microphone Club. What is with me today? Okay, all right. Let me take a couple of steps back. Welcome once again to the Microphone Club Radio Show. It's going to be 2 hours of inspiration, motivation, involvement, and empowerment only here at the Microphone Club Radio Show, brought to you by the Microphone Club, Patrology Academy, and Creative Voices Productions. In behalf of our founder and producer, the one and only voice master of the Philippines, Pochola de Leon Gonzalez, we are your hosts. My name is Mike Acuña, and we have one of the newest members of the Microphone Club. She is a blogger and an entrepreneur. Her name is Shaira Habon. Palakpakan naman tayo.
Hi, good morning everyone. I'm very happy to be here. It's actually my second time here.
Oh wow, okay.
A few months ago I was a guest here, and I'm very happy to be the newest member of TMC. I know it's going to be an exciting endeavor for me.
Oh yeah, wow. How long have you been a member of TMC?
Just this week.
How new?
I'm very new, just this last week actually. So because it's Sunday already, so I'm very happy. I know a lot of things already, and I'm really excited to meet the other members of the TMC.
We're very excited to have you too. Thank you so much for being with us, and we're very happy that you're on board. Okay, and also we have our guests for today. They are both leaders and speakers of Toastmasters Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you Ms. Hazel Pascual Nespral and Katrina JJ Letargo. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. How are you feeling today?
Feel great.
How about JJ?
Yeah, it's good. It's a sunny day today.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Thank
a very
God
good
for that.
weather. Yeah.
Yeah.
No traffic today.
And mind you, ladies and gentlemen, these ladies were early to the show, so that says a lot about how reliable they are. You know what I mean? So they are from Toastmasters Philippines, and we're gonna be diving into some topics that we're going to be discussing about what Toastmasters Philippines is all about. For all of you who are watching right now and wondering what the Microphone Club and what Toastmasters Philippines is all about, please stay tuned, because we are going to be taking a deep dive into that. And just to finish the intro, of course, kailangan natin gawin yun. Yes, the Microphone Club Radio Show is where we discuss the most interesting topics off the top of your head to the tip of your tongue. And we are streaming every Sunday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon, and airing live from 8 TriMedia Center, DZRJ, 8:10 a.m. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/The Microphone Club. And there is no more standing alone. Be one of us, be informed, inspired, involved, and empowered. Okay, so let's start off with Shaira, my beautiful co-host. Why is Mike? Yeah, it's a creaky. Yeah. Narinig niyo ba? Okay, let me sit like this. All right. So, Shaira, can you tell us about more about of what you blog about?
I'm a lifestyle blogger, so generally I blog about different things. So
okay.
I do beauty, events, travel, food, which is actually my favorite, food. And other stuff, fashion also. So generally I don't have a certain specific niche, but I do a lot of things in general. So I do events, I travel, and whatever it is that I'm doing, I make sure that I update my readers about it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a fun thing because I get to meet a lot of people along the way. I get to learn a lot of things, and at the same time I get to share it to whoever is reading my blog. Really interesting stuff.
Oh, right. I mean, it's never a bad thing to be able to travel and blog about it.
Yes,
right?
it's really fun to share about the things that you've experienced. Most of my travels are just local, so I'm very happy to share with others the beautiful things that we have here in our country.
So far, ano yung pinakamagandang masasabi mo na napuntahan mo?
I've been to Bohol recently, and I'm very much in love with the place. It's
kasi
really
alam natin sa Bohol, di ba, parang puro mga tarsiers lang.
Yes,
diba?
tapos
Pero,
they recently had this parang earthquake, diba? So
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
really
What stood out for you?
devastated. I think the people there, they are very heartwarming, they're very welcoming, and super ganda ng experience ko with them. They know how to speak Filipino, Tagalog, kasi diba,
Tagalog,
different yung language nila doon, but they know how to speak Tagalog, they know how to speak English, even Korean. Meron silang ganun.
Oh, wow, okay.
So, magaling na sila with other languages.
So this is like a second language to them or a third language to them?
Yes,
Korean?
they know na other languages, like the conversational ones, para they
Wow.
can converse well with people. So kahit
Wow.
sinong tourist, they can go there, even if they're not really very good at English.
Wow, that's very interesting. I did not know that about the people of Bohol.
Yes, they're very good. They're very accommodating.
I've always wanted to go there. So JJ, I mean, if you're wearing, if you can see this, ladies and gentlemen, yes, she is wearing the Toastmasters shirt. So let's fill the people in on what Toastmasters Philippines is all about. Kasi we were talking about a couple of things offline before the show started, which were very, very interesting. So
Yes.
JJ, please help us fill us in.
Yeah. Well, Toastmasters is an international organization that started in the USA. And when it came here, it was in 1952. Now, here in the Philippines, we have about 190 plus clubs all over the country. So that's
Wow.
from Luzon, Visayas to Mindanao. And if you want to develop yourself for your communication and leadership skills, then Toastmasters is the program for you.
Oh, okay. So when we say communication skills, right? Let's zoom in on that first. Parang is it communication in English or does it also focus on improving your Tagalog?
Okay. When we talk of communication, of course, Toastmasters primarily uses the English language, but in other
Right.
countries, they have manuals wherein it's in their native language. Like we have one in Mandarin, we have a French one, yeah, we have German.
Wow.
But I hope that in the future, we will have our own manual in Filipino.
Oh, wow. Okay. So they don't have that yet.
No, not in the Philippines. I think it's more of the population that
Oh, I
uses
see.
that particular language.
I see. Okay. So yeah, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. So aside from that, the things that you mentioned, I mean, what would be the end product if you were to join Toastmasters, right? What would be the parang kagustuhan ng isang tao or gustong ma-achieve ng isang tao?
So Toastmasters kasi,
Yeah.
first we develop your confidence.
Confidence muna.
Yeah. Because a lot of people, maybe they're good in one-on-one or face-to-face
Yes.
Right.
communication. But there are some, when you're facing a lot of people, takot na yan. Hindi na makakasalita yan. And a lot of young people today, during interview, they find it hard to really express themselves. So, end product, a more confident person.
Uh-huh.
And then, if you can communicate really well, then you can be tagged as a leader. Because people who get promoted
Uh-huh.
can really articulate what they want to say. They can
Yeah.
articulate their ideas, and people get to listen to them. So that's how Toastmasters can help you.
Yeah. That's perfect actually. Kasi alam mo, from what I've noticed sa Filipinos, no. I mean, magaling tayo pag one-on-one. Especially if it's a crowd, right? If it's a group, as long as we're comfortable, we have a certain level of comfortability with these people, we should be fine. Pero kapag ibang tao na ang kaharap natin, 'di ba? Especially I mean, public speaking wise, right? I mean, not everyone, does not have what do you call that? Stage fright. So and kahit sa relationships na lang eh. You ever get
Yeah.
that? Like parang you want to say something, it's right here, but you can't. For some reason, you just can't seem to say it. How do you feel about that, Hazel? Kumbaga parang did you ever feel that way before you joined Toastmasters?
Yes, because before I was kind of shy,
Really?
shy person.
Let's
Yeah.
paint a picture for the people. Parang if you were to describe, Hazel pre Toastmasters, how would she look like?
I remember during my first speech in Toastmasters, the evaluator who came, because all of the speeches will be evaluated once you speak in front when you're in a Toastmasters meeting.
Okay.
So the evaluator told me I didn't look confident because I was slouching,
Okay.
and the people at the back couldn't hear your voice because it was so soft. I was
see.
thinking, like, oh, sayang naman yung ginawa kong speech, wala palang nakakarinig.
So paano pa, did this have to meet like a certain criteria of gaano ka siya kahaba or?
It's usually our prepared speeches are 5 to 7 minutes. And
Wow.
for the first speech, it's an icebreaker. So tell something about yourself. That's our first speech in Toastmasters.
Oh wow, okay, okay.
And you're allowed to have a copy of your speech naman.
Yes, but
Okay.
we're encouraged not to have any notes.
At least dapat memorize like
Yes.
most of the parts.
Yes,
Alright.
memorized or have an
Interesting.
outline. Because Toastmasters is a laboratory. It's not like you have to be perfect all the time. So, might as well dare yourself. Why not do it without notes if I can do it, right?
Well, hey, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that sounds like a great
Yeah, I
goal
think
to have,
that's the
right?
real essence of really doing a public speech, for example. You should know what you're talking about. Like, even if mawala yung paper mo or whatever happens to your paper, you know what you're gonna talk in front of the people, diba? So,
Totoo.
it's interesting.
Totoo. Kumbaga, you should have those bullet points, in mind or the main points in mind already. So, how long have you been a member of Toastmasters? I mean, it says here, in the intro, you're both leaders and speakers already of Toastmasters Philippines. So, how long have you been members of Toastmasters?
I've been a member for 4 years already. I
Wow.
started in 2013.
Wow.
And definitely, I'm a different person compared to before. I was a Toastmaster.
Wow.
Changed person na siya because of
Yeah.
Toastmasters.
I mean, that's good change, right?
Yeah.
How about JJ?
Oh. I'm a Toastmaster for 22 years.
Wow.
Bagong-bago.
Bago.
Bagong-bago.
I started
Years.
young. Yeah, I started young. Because I come from a family of Toastmasters, so I was
It runs
exposed.
in the blood.
Yes, and it's good to expose young people in that kind of organization because in my case, when my parents were very active in the organization, so imagine I was in my elementary years and I was really helping them have these speech craft sessions or speech projects
Right.
for the students. And then during high school, my sisters were active.
Mm-hmm.
And now I was recruiting my high school teachers to be a member of Toastmasters. So I really got exposed at a very young age, and it helps a person also build the confidence to talk to people
Right.
that you don't know.
Oh, that's good. Hey, I mean that can't be a bad thing. I mean, as long as it's building character. At the end of the day, I think Yeah. So Hazel, yeah. Kumbaga parang ngayon naman from let's describe the transition. I mean, it wasn't easy, right? Pero ngayon, kumbaga parang how do you feel about yourself? What are the improvements that you think you've made since you joined?
Definitely, I built more confidence. So, because in Toastmasters, we also have speech contests.
Wow.
So, I remember when I first joined, I was just a member for a few months. My competitors was Emily Chan. She's
Uh-huh.
like the national speech champion for humorous speaking
Lang
for the
naman.
whole Philippines.
Lang naman, no?
And
Humorous speech.
yeah, she was the champion before for the whole Philippines. And Nelson D, he's like an author of 5 books already, a columnist for Philippine Star.
Uh-huh.
And those were my competitors.
Oh my
so I
gosh.
was like so scared. Actually, I remember the feeling kung hindi natataen, nasusuka. 2 days, 3 days before until the speech contest. Because, wow, if you have something like that. And then afterwards, I feel so much changed. Because, just think about it. You compete with those two. So after that, it's like giving a speech when your boss tells you, oh, give a speech later, we have no speaker. It's
Yeah.
like so easy now because after going through that kind of speech contest with that kind of caliber of people, you really improve a lot. So
I
that's
see.
the best way to improve in Toastmasters, join speech contests.
Nice. I mean, it must have been really nerve-wracking
Oh, yes.
to be head-to-head with those two people.
Yes, right.
Diba? In a speech contest too. So parang JJ, I want to know if you were to describe the culture of Toastmasters, how would you describe it? What does it promote?
Yeah. Well, if you have a heart for learning and teaching, this is the best culture for you because this, as Hazel mentioned, it's like a laboratory.
Right.
Wherein, regardless of your position in life, as long as you have this craving to learn, to improve your skill, you will not be judged. You will be helped by people. So we have a lot of members who've been in the organization far longer than I have, because it's our giving back. So in our case, it's more of us mentoring the new Toastmasters to improve themselves. And then you will feel happy wherein you see them now in their career. I have mentored a lot. Now they're brand managers. Some of them were able to be better in their careers, being assigned in another part of the world, head that particular group, or some build their own companies because they have that confidence in them.
Wow. So it's a different, it's a totally different arena when you join Toastmasters, and then you choose what you do with what you've been giving and what you've been shared with, no? Some people move on and become better speakers, and then you have those people who build their own companies, diba? So parang it's a broad spectrum of learning, and it's all a matter of what you do with it. I think that's one of the most important things, diba? Shaira, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, if I may add, that's why Toastmasters transforms, because it's like because like Hazel mentioned, she used to be shy. I'm sure Hazel before she will not say yes to be somebody here in front of us, live, speaking about Toastmasters. She would be very scared to do that. But now, she has more confidence to also express herself. And that's true for other Toastmasters.
Right. And this is not, it doesn't have an age limit either. Is that the case?
Well, you can be a member as long as you're at least 18 years old and above. So we have like members who are students.
Got it.
Okay. Senior citizens. And anybody else who enjoys attending meetings and learning. Because learning is something that you can put a tab on that, okay, I want to stop learning now, you'll stagnate. But people who love to learn, they keep attending meetings.
Ooh.
They keep learning from other Toastmasters.
Nice. And this is not, this is not something na parang di siya bayad eh. You know what I mean? This is all out of when you decide to kind of see your mentee on a regular basis, ano na yun, di ba?
Yeah, we only pay our membership dues to the organization because we are part of this big organization.
That's right.
But in our case, I mentor clubs, I mentor Toastmasters. Yes, it's voluntary.
Voluntary na yun. Yun. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yes, very interesting. Actually, I'm very interested to join because we've been talking before the show.
Yeah.
And I've asked a lot of questions already, and gusto ko na talagang mag-join. Super interesting. Yung people who are very willing to help, because not every one of us are equipped naman with confidence, with that skills that we need. Pero we know that we need that. Not just in but in everyday life. Of course, we need to be confident. We need to be able to deliver our thoughts well.
Totoo.
So, hindi lang siya for people na nasa government.
Right.
Or people who are bosses in their own companies. Like, even ordinary people who would want to just deliver their messages well. They can benefit a lot from the Toastmasters.
Yes, because in life in general, it's very important to get your point across, right?
Yes.
Diba? Kahit it doesn't just help your public speaking skills or whenever you're called to the stage, right? It also helps more than anything. I think ito yung mas importante. It helps your personal life. Diba? Yeah, go ahead.
Especially your leadership skills. Our country now really needs leaders.
Yes.
What do we mean by that? You're governed by your values. You're there. You have to decide what really is good for other people. And in Toastmasters, we help people become leaders as well.
Oh, wow.
Because can you imagine, in a company, you might be a team leader or a manager.
Right.
You have to do the role, and the people there, your team, will have to follow you because they're paid to follow the boss. But in Toastmasters, it challenges your leadership skill. Remember, it's voluntary.
Yeah.
So people there will come from all walks of life. So let's say you're a club president. You have members of your club. How can you influence them to get the buy-in for whatever idea you want or goal for the club? And it's ladderized. So you start to become a club president.
Right.
Then we have an area director who handles at least 4 clubs.
Okay.
And then we have a division director who would handle about 4 up to even 7 areas.
Wow.
Okay? And then the division director will report to a district director And the district director is equivalent to a president of a country in Toastmasters.
Wow. Wow, ganun yung parang hierarchy natin, no?
Yes.
Wow.
Let me add.
Yes, of course, of course. Go ahead.
JJ already became our district director. She
Wow.
was the one who handled the whole Philippines for what year?
2013, 2014.
And she brought the Philippines to number 16th in the world.
Wow.
So I remember during that time, because we have conventions, international conventions in Toastmasters International. So there was one time in Malaysia, it was held, and since JJ brought our country to number 16th in the world and her team, we all went. Those who were there, the Filipinos, went all on stage, and we were all wearing our Filipinianas. We had our Philippine flag,
Ang
waving it.
galing.
And then it was so touching also because some Filipinos came up with us on stage, and they're from other countries like US, Canada.
They're Pinoys.
Yeah, they're Pinoys, but from another country, another district, and yet they came to join us. So it was very fun, and definitely the Filipinos were acknowledged.
It's like a proud moment
Yeah,
for you because
proud
you're
moment
there,
for
you're
us.
representing the Philippines, diba? And the other Pinoys are also proud. We're also proud because they went up there with you, with your team.
Yes.
May sense of affinity
Yes,
tayo eh. I
that's
think
right.
that's what we call it. Wow, that's wow. Sige, pag-usapan pa natin yan ulit. But right now we have to go to a quick commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. This is the Microphone Club radio show.
TriMedia, DZRJ, 8:10 AM, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.
Gusto mo ba ng kakaibang healthy white glow? Yan ang power ng vitamin E sa skin. From Myra Vita White Facial Wash. May natural plant extracts and vitamin E beads that gently burst for that healthy white glow in just 1 week. Mag-Myra Vita White Facial Wash. Yan ang alagang holistic.
Trusted quality healthcare. Unilab yan.
We deliver. Stand out and be the best. With 8 TriMedia Pro Incorporated, your way to infinite possibilities.
Makibahagi sa bawat talakayan. Ihayag ang inyong reaksyon sa mga programa ng TriMedia sa aming mga social media accounts. TriMedia-TV sa Facebook, TriMedia DZRJ 810 sa Twitter, at TriMedia sa Instagram. Makiisa sa bawat programa ng TriMedia sa social media, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. TriMedia, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. TriMedia, DZRJ, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.
With the hustle and bustle of every week, we need a moment to kick back, relax, and maybe have a little fun. With all the chaos and noise around, we look for a moment for us to focus on what really matters. Get a good dose of that and more every Sunday morning. Beaming live from the TriMedia Center, this is the program for every dreamer who wants their voice to be heard. The Microphone Club Radio Show. Microphone Club Radio. Be informed, be inspired, be involved, and be empowered. Every Sunday from 10 in the morning to 12 noon, only on TriMedia, the Microphone Club Radio Show. Creating a culture of sharing, giving, loving, and caring. Powered by Patrology Academy and Creative Voices Productions.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at the Microphone Club radio show. My name is Mike Acuña, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host for today.
Shaira Habon. Hi everyone again.
Oh, it's pronounced that way. Habon.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually Did you know that that's actually soap in Spanish? It translates to soap in Spanish.
Yes.
Ah, nice. Okay. Ayun. Sorry. Trivia.
Trivia, may
Trivia. Okay. And also we're joined by our leaders and speakers of Toastmasters Philippines, Miss Hazel Pascual Nespral and Miss Katrina JJ Letargo, who are respectively Hazel has been part of Toastmasters for 4 years and JJ for 22 years. Lang naman.
22 years.
Lang naman. So, yun, actually, I may have missed to say this during the intro of the program, but ladies and gentlemen, the topic that we're going to have for today here at the Microphone Club radio show is how to build and maintain a network, which is really important when you're working in the events industry, regardless of you being a host, working in F&B or lights and sounds, or it's all about the network that you keep. I think it's safe to say, no, Shaira?
Actually, in all fields, not just in events. I mean, for example, I also do styling and fashion, so it's important for me to really...
You have a pretty diverse portfolio, no?
So I have to really make networks in all fields, whatever it is, from all levels.
Right.
I have to know everybody. So this session is really very interesting for me.
All right, and we're gonna learn from that. Of course, we're gonna have JJ's and Hazel's input on this. So building on the topic right now, how to build and maintain a network. How did you guys get started, Hazel?
Me. So in building a network, I'm more of the social media part.
Okay.
In building my network. So before, when Facebook started, so I joined, and then when there were blogs, I also blogged. And in Facebook, I put up some Facebook pages and Facebook groups. So that's the start.
Okay. So those are networks that you build, parang would be parang categories that you place people in. Na parang ito acquaintances from, group A, group B, ganyan. Parang
or classmates from college or colleagues in this particular field, or your friends in Toastmasters.
Ganun ba? Is that how it would look like if we were to see it right now?
So far now, I'm more of building it through interests. Like I have a group, Public Speaking Philippines.
Ooh,
so those who are interested in public speaking can like the page or join the group.
Yeah.
And then I also have, like for our club, Tops Toastmasters Club, we also have a Facebook page.
Yeah.
And a Facebook group. And I also, with my other interests, like cats, so I have Meow in Manila as well.
Meow in Manila? I did not know that.
Cute.
You like cats too?
I like cats.
But do you like cats or dogs better?
Dogs are okay.
For you.
Yeah.
To each his own naman.
I think I should search for the group then for dogs para I get to have my own group then.
Yeah.
Meow in Manila. How about JJ? Do you have any pets?
Oh yeah, I have like 5 dogs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ang saya naman.
Oo, ang ingay nila kasi they're really happy when they see the owner. Talagang they really bark kahiya sa neighbors kasi
I mean, it's a happy noise, I guess. JJ, kanina you seemed like you wanted to piggyback on what Hazel was saying.
Yeah, actually kasi a person can build a network even at a young age eh.
How young are we talking? Like 7? Ganun? Di
As
naman.
long as may social skills na yung bata,
Actually,
you already build your network there. You start there.
Yeah.
And then it grows as you age. So that's really how you build your network. Kaya sinasabi ni Hazel na I have my interest groups. Same thing in school. For the kids, they have these clique groups. That's how they really start building their network. And then, di ba, after that, we go to school, elementary, high school, college. Your network really expands in college.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
Even after college. Mamaya sabi ko, I have my college reunion. So, again, meeting up with friends. And then, from there, referrals na rin yan. Like in my business, I haven't really done a lot of social media marketing. But the network that I was able to build through the years, referral.
Oh, wow.
Even for my training and any speaking engagement,
Uh-huh.
it's more of referral. Because these are the people I have met before. So, yung recall nila. So, usually on recall, Toastmasters equals JJ. Equals
Yeah.
public speaking. And then, can I invite you to speak on this and this topic?
Wow. I mean, that's really interesting. Because, anak, did you hear that? Caleb, did you hear that? Ngayon pa lang, mag-start ka na. I have my sons joining us in the booth. So, yeah, actually, ganun eh, no? It does work that way. You have a certain equivalent in people's minds when they think of you. Kumbaga, parang you tend to translate into something of value.
Yes.
You know, or the value that you present to the table. Shaira.
Yes, actually, it's very interesting, no? Kasi, yung network mo, you get, parang it's a, how do you call this? Parang it's a mutual, it's mutually beneficial for you because you get networks, you get friends. If you need them, for example, diba? And at the same time, if they need you, then you can really benefit from each other. That's how networks, I think, for me, work. Parang ganon.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting. It's really interesting that at a young age, you can already gather networks. But now, with the advent of social networking sites like Facebook, for example, you can already make networks online. Now, you don't really have to meet them in person para lang malaman na you're on the same interest. The pages, the groups and pages, they're really very helpful. Like ako, I have groups from school, yung mga old classmates, and I have group na people who are very interested in fashion, things like that. So it's really interesting that you get to meet people na kahit na personal talaga, but you know you're of the same field or same interest.
Right. I have a question for everyone, no? Minsan kasi hindi naman lahat yan nagiging close natin, 'di ba?
Yes.
Right. So, parang anong nangyayari? Okay, in terms of referrals, 'di ba? Nare-refer yung mga tao sa atin, and let's say we're working on an event. Does it ever feel like it's a trial and error for you? And if you do, what do you happen to the ones who have been effective, and what do you do with the ones who have not been so effective? JJ.
Yeah. It all boils down then kasi from the start your authenticity as a person and your integrity.
Yan, mga kaibigan, please take note of that. Very important stuff. Authenticity and
your integrity.
Integrity. Yan, mga
It's very
kaibigan.
important. Kasi madali naman mag-refer eh. 'Di ba? Eto naman si Hazel, yan. Refer na kita. Kasi I know this person.
Right.
Pero once you get referred, what do you do about that referral? Are you going to build that relationship? Or talagang yung sinasabi mo, trial and error?
Right.
So, sayang naman yung opportunity mo, di ba? Kasi nag-trial and error ka, you did not do excellently on whatever the terms of engagement is.
Right.
And then, definitely, even if you have done your best, again, we're just people. So, di ba? There's the good and the bad. So, if you meet the bad ones, you'll learn from that.
Exactly, yeah. Hazel, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm thinking that in building relationships or networks, we must also not be focused only on ourselves, on how we can be popular or be known, but also your heart. It should be you're willing to serve, willing to give, and people feel that. And it's not only developing or starting a network, but it's all about nurturing the relationships you already have there.
Yeah.
You must also take care or maintain the network that you have. It's not just getting them on board, but also keeping them informed, keeping them there, contributing, giving value to them, and making them feel special as well.
Oh, nice. You know, you have to be fair. I guess, right? So, Shaira, what are your thoughts on that?
Ako kasi I try to be friends with everybody. I'm the kind of person na they will always call me the Miss Congeniality of
you have, ladies and gentlemen, look at Shaira, right? You know, there are some people who can't pull it off. I mean, I think it's safe to say that she can pull it off, you know. She has the personality kasi, yeah.
So, I try to make friends with everybody kasi for me, when you know a certain person, for example, or a certain group, yung thinking ko is not to benefit from them agad. I want to learn something from them because different people, different experiences, different learnings. So, I'm sure kahit yung pinaka super geek or super tahimik, you're gonna learn something from that person.
No doubt.
It's very interesting when you not just different cultures or what, but people, they have different stories to tell, and it's very interesting when you hear their stories. At the same time, contribute in your own personal learning. So, I try to make friends with everybody, not because I want to benefit from them. That's not the initial purpose of you knowing them, but to really learn something from them, which will baka he has a problem pala, you can contribute things or you can give advices. So that's yung parang the initial intention.
Oo, kasi ano tawag doon, meron tayong mga, well, Filipinos have in general, kasi with our disposition, masaya naman talaga tayo.
Yes.
Pero parang you can't be friends with everybody, right? That's the thing. And kumbaga, minsan have you ever felt like another question that I'd like to pose to everyone, right? Na parang chummy naman ito, masyadong feeling close, 'di ba? How did you take that? How do you handle that? Because these people can be, your peers, your co-suppliers. These could be your, new acquaintances, and they could also be, a client or a boss, ganyan. Yeah, si JJ, oh my God. Ang ganda ng ano eh. Sige, go ahead, JJ.
Yeah, because Toastmasters is just one organization.
Yes.
There are other organizations. They even have a foundation. So you really meet a lot of people. People, I mean, for keeps, people who just use you. They need just also your network. Tawag naman the users, abusers.
Yeah.
So
It's true.
Yeah, because yung chummy part, of course, you have to take it with a grain of salt. Because you cannot really control kung yung personality niya mahilig na chummy kasi kilala ko to tas picture na and so on na parang friends na kayo for life, but actually acquaintances.
Yes.
Just treat them, ba? Take it with a grain of salt.
Okay. Yeah. Kumbaga, you have to be careful, right? You have to be even at times wary. Pero I think I think you just more than anything you have to be cautious and look after yourself then, because some wise man once told me your reputation can't save you if you don't have one. You know what I mean? Yes, go ahead, Hazel.
Recently this year I took the Strengths Finder test. You could see the book in fully booked or some. Yes,
like Strengths Finder.
Yes. And that really broadened my perspective about people. Because in there, when you take the test, you'll know what are your strengths. Because there are a total of 34 personalities or strengths you could get.
I did not know that.
And for example, one is woo. And that's, maybe you have it, Shira.
What's woo?
And relator. And relator. Or it's like you're being friendly. And relator is like you want to develop close relationships. So maybe that person who wants to be chummy, those are her strengths.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we could have that kind of perspective as well. And see people and respect each other.
All right.
In that way.
All right. JJ, did you want to add to that?
Yeah, I took that as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What's the result?
So,
yeah, I know I'm coordinator. There's also that connector, because for connector, you also know of a lot of people. Then they connect with you, and then you connect them also with other people.
Yeah,
I know I'm not woo. I know I did not have that woo.
Wow. Parang kailangan na rin kunin yung libro na yun.
Yes.
It's Gallup's Strength Finder.
Gallup's Strength Finder. Okay, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to find out more about yourself and how you perceive people and how you deal with people, I think it's one book that's going to be helpful. Gallup's Strength Finder. I'm going to get one later. That's for sure.
It's also available online, so you could also search for it. Strengths Finder.
I just have to download it.
Yeah, you could option to buy the book or download. Yeah, there's an ebook.
Okay. Yeah, so it's available in hard copy and soft copy. Ayan. So, what else, man? I mean, there's always this one person too na parang you have a hard time feeling him or her out. Na parang anong klaseng tao ba to? Na parang what does this person want from me? Diba? You have this. For example, have you ever dealt with clients, ba? Clients who want to, or kahit mga gustong sumali ng Toastmasters na parang who tend to ask a bit too much than the usual. And sige, I'll let you know kapag sali ako. Ganun. Or my organization is, if we're willing to tie up with you and, be Toastmasters ourselves. But how do you deal with that?
Well, in the organization, kasi, since it's very open, although we do have corporate clubs, wherein we have a Toastmasters club in that company, or a particular company, and outsiders cannot be a member of that club.
Yeah.
But for the community clubs, the ones that are open, you'll gauge din naman if they're there to learn or to develop themselves, or they're just really there to assess and gauge if can I build up my business here?
Okay.
Again, I'll go back to your authenticity and even your integrity, because if you can just articulate, oh, this program is not for me, or yeah, I'm interested to really join. Again, we go back to that. We have to articulate really what you need.
I see. Okay. I think, it's really important to have, talking about, authenticity and integrity. There's no business that ever, made it big, so to speak, if without yung tinatawag na purity of intent. Diba? All businesses who made it big had that in mind. They have a genuine intention to help, I guess. So yeah, go ahead.
And yeah, I've been a Toastmaster for 22 years. I mean, I'm also in the business. So I've met a lot of people. And normally, for some who's not really there, kasi hindi naman nila type talaga, they leave
They do?
So they're there for a few months or even a few years. And then, nawawala din. Yeah, ibig sabihin, either nakuha na nila yung goal nila, and then moved on, or they really stayed because they enjoy the group or the organization. Same thing with businesses.
Right.
Okay. So likewise, you get referred. You get a business. You get this client. They like you. You like them. You have built this relationship, and then they will refer you to their relatives, to their other friends, and then your business grows.
Yeah. Okay? The importance of word of mouth is, is a big factor too. Yeah.
And how you nurture then, yung sinasabi kanina na, you nurture also that relationship.
Totoo.
Kasi ano din dyan yung Pareto principle, the 80-20 di ba? More of your businesses come really from 20, let's say your 20 close friends.
Yes.
Would result to 80% really of your business.
The Pareto principle holds true.
Kahit saan talaga.
Yeah. So parang, di ba, just so we can paint a picture of a clear picture to people. Parang these people who leave, and they do, right? They do. Parang what would be the main reasons of them leaving? Because and then we'll get to why they stay later on. So why do you think they leave?
For some, I think they have other priorities already. Like for example, some people don't join anymore once they have kids.
Okay. So priorities change?
Yeah.
Or sometimes they get promoted and it's more toxic in their job, or they get transferred. Like recently we have a member from Vietnam, so he resigned, so he went back to Vietnam. So there can also be physical reasons.
Okay. I mean, do we have other reasons?
It's really based on the goals of the person.
Right.
Because some, they're just there to build their confidence. Once they have built their confidence, mission accomplished, I'm going to practice this now.
Okay.
Some, because we do have speech contests, it's like the speech Olympics. I call it the Olympics in terms of public speaking. They will really be there until they become the world's champion in public speaking.
Wow.
So again, it depends on the goal of the person. Another person, they are just required. Again, it's a company club. I'm going to be promoted. I need to practice my leadership skills.
Yeah.
And then they join. They enjoy it, they stay. For some, they join, they really fear leadership. It's just a job for me. But the whole aspect of leading people, they might be even really scared in leading people. So even if they join, even in Toastmasters, they will not move up to be a leader in Toastmasters.
Diba, no? It's really odd to me.
Yeah.
Because I worked in the, this is great input by Hazel and JJ. Because I did work in the BPO industry, and you get you get to come across these people. Bump into these people. Na, okay, they have the potential, they have the tenure, but they don't want to lead a team. They just don't believe in themselves. Kahit na they have they're articulate. They get their points across. They're effective leaders. At least you can see that. All that's missing is the title and the pay grade. Pero they don't want to take on that opportunity. Like, do you think, kumbaga parang speaking out of Toastmasters, and of course I want to ask you this too. What do you think is missing in these people?
Yeah,
What do you think, doesn't it? Diba?
It's really confidence in yourself.
Yung totoong confidence, hindi lang yung pagsasalita.
Yes, confidence in yourself that you can do it.
Yeah.
So it starts kasi within eh.
Yeah, it's nerve-wracking kasi when you start to lead people, diba? Parang Shaira, I mean, have you? I don't know how this all works, but have you ever been like, I don't know, parang worked with a group or where you were a leader and?
I was part of the student council when I was way back in college, and I worked before I went full time to business. I worked as a professional before, and I have staff under me. And at first, it's really during the time age was a big thing. I mean, because they think I was very young, and
Yun pa, no?
parang they think na I'm not very capable to do the work because
you're young, ganyan,
you're
no?
young, kakagraduate mo lang, and things like that. I think it's really something very personal, eh. The confidence in you, and you really the guts to do it. Na yes, I may not be that experienced, but I can prove to you that I can. Parang ganon. So I think it's something very personal. And dun sa mga tao na they cannot do it on their own, I think networks can help. Because they can encourage you. Like, for example, I have a friend na parang medyo shy. I can encourage her to do things, do more tasks, or I can give her some practices, or I can encourage lang. I have to make her know na parang she can do it. And later on, I think on her own pace naman, it doesn't come kasi overnight eh, na parang tomorrow I can be a leader. Tomorrow I can do this. It's a process, and along the way, there is a huge chance that you'll make mistakes and you'll fail, and it's really part of the process, the learning process. So I think in the end, the person, whoever that person is, kahit normal or working or nasa leadership path, it's really his or her choice on whether she wants to be a leader.
Very well said. How do you feel about that, Hazel?
Yes, I agree with you. But I also think that maybe some people don't like to lead because they don't want the responsibility.
Yeah.
Yes.
And maybe they don't have the time to give. And also maybe it needs, you have also the money, the resources. So maybe kulang pa nga sa bahay. Yes. Or baka kulang pa nga sa akin, di ba? Bibigay pa ba ako? And also, yes, more of the time also. Because I feel that whenever, like, when I'm inviting people to join a Toastmasters meeting, many say no. Because I feel they have a lot of priorities, and Toastmasters is in the last. And for me, whenever I post, it's like, this is a battle for your time. It's like, I feel that way. Because yes, since with the advent of social media and technology, like, you could watch Game of Thrones
diba, no?
whenever you want, or with a lot of distractions. I feel that people are more busy now compared to before.
Yeah, no? Yes, JJ.
Yeah, I want to piggyback on what she said earlier. That is really something personal. That is really up to the person if you want to challenge yourself to really take on that leadership challenge.
Yes.
Kasi hindi mo malalaman unless you do it.
Yes.
So, people might be giving you opportunity. Yes. Oh, you can be now promoted. You've been here for X number of years. Or even if you're just new, but they see the potential in you.
Yes.
Will you still take that challenge? You owe it to yourself diba?
Tama. Sa akin kasi parang there's a quote that keeps going that goes like parang the problem with the world is you have too many brilliant people who are quiet, and you have too many stupid people who are loud. You know, parang kumbaga, diba? That's the next person wanting that next promotion. Pero hindi nila alam na they're oblivious to the fact na hilaw pa sila. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Pero I get and respect both of your sides. This is perfect because this is yin and yang right here. You said that, I don't want. Hazel said there are some people who don't want the responsibility because, of course, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to earn, which is, I'm getting that already, and I don't want it to come into conflict with time with the family and things that matter to me. Say, this hobby that I've come to love. Now, for if we are to tie it up to people who do events, diba? So the Microphone Club kasi we're all slashers, but most of all we're a bunch of hosts, and you have a few public speakers. You have a lot of talented people. It's a powerhouse of talented people, right, Shaira?
Yes.
Yeah. Ayan. So parang it's really imperative for us to maintain our networks naman. So parang what would be some things that you can share with us in your style of maintaining people? Kasi 'di ba kanina sinabi na natin, minsan trial and error, minsan kumbaga pag magaling, let's tap this person again. Kapag medyo off yung performance, or it wasn't they didn't deliver. If we were to be straight, they didn't deliver. What do you do with it? Parang, di ba? Do you keep them for future reference? Meron ba tayong Rolodex for these people? Like, sorry, yung reference do, like a Rolodex, no? Yeah, sorry. So, yeah, JJ. Bumenta sa iyo, na.
Grabe nakarelate ako. Hindi na ka millennium.
Ako millennial lang ako, millennial.
But it's really good when you meet people. Yeah, just keep them in, let's say, Rolodex or your list, or in your list of Facebook friends.
Right.
Because you don't know, one day they will change status, they'll change jobs, and soon you get to network with them more as compared to before. As long as di naman kayo nag-away or walang drastic na nangyari sa inyong dalawa.
Hindi ka naman sinalbahe.
Oo. Yeah.
Shaira. Yeah.
I think for me, because I was actually...
Sorry, nagulat ka ba?
Nagulat ako. Because I'm super excited to join the microphone club, because I know how good it is. I have friends that are members of the club.
You can greet them now.
Hi, Giro.
Giro Mercado.
Yeah. So, my intention in joining is really... I know that I'll have lots of learnings within the group, and I'll have more exposure, I'll have more experience, and all that. So I'm really very happy. So for me, it's important that, because I've been to other fields also. So I'm taking my masters and so on and so forth. So I have other networks, but just like what Miss JJ has mentioned a while ago, it's important that you keep them intact lang.
Okay.
Social media accounts are really good ways for you to keep your friends close. So from time to time, I say hello to people. Kasi diba, we have this notion na may nag-chat, hi, kamusta? Parang ang thinking mo agad, may kailangan to sa akin. Where, may uutang siya sa akin. Diba, we have that thinking, diba? Na parang ganun agad yung thinking, oh my God, may kailangan siya sa akin. Mayroon siyang request or may favor siyang hihingin.
Right.
So, I try to move to the other side, na parang whenever, for example, I see, for example, a status na she's been there to this kind of parang this place, I ask that person, oh, how was it? Parang ganon. Hindi for me to get something or a favor. Gusto ko lang mga musta. I just wanna catch up with that person. Para at least we're not, parang hindi nawawala yung connection. And they won't have that thinking na, oh, nag-hello lang siya kasi she needs something from me. Or she wants to ask a favor. Kasi we're so used to that. I don't know why, but every time someone na nag-chat sa akin ng saying hello, I'm thinking agad na, oh my God, she needs help. Network, mga ganong level. So it's really quite tricky with the advent of social media to trace who are really authentic, na you can be friends with, who are just yung parang acquaintance lang, or who are those people na talagang malaking.
All right. Well, thank you for your input. Actually, JJ wants to say something. Please hold that thought. We're gonna go into a quick commercial break. We're gonna be right back, and we're gonna have more of the topic building and maintaining your network. You're listening to the Microphone Club Radio Show.
TriMedia, DZRJ, 8:10 AM, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.
Gusto mo ba ng kakaibang healthy white glow? Yan ang power ng vitamin E sa skin. From Myra Vita White Facial Wash. May natural plant extracts and vitamin E beads that gently burst for that healthy white glow in just 1 week. Fresh, mag Myra Vita White Facial Wash. Yan ang alagang holistic.
Trusted quality healthcare. Unilab yan.
deliver. Stand out and be the best with 8 TriMedia Pro Incorporated. Your way to infinite possibilities.
Sa mundong pinapatakbo ng salapi, alamin kung paano makatitipid sa pamamagitan ng tipid tips. T. Tamang paggamit ng salapi. Maaaring magbukas ng savings account sa mga pinagkakatiwalaang bangko. I. Iwasan ang paggastos, bawasan ang luho. P. Piliin ang paggamit ng budget plan kaysa sa pagkakaroon ng kaisipang bahala na. I. Isang tabi ang halagang iipunin o mas kilala bilang savings. At D. Dapat unahin ang kailangan at hindi ang kagustuhan. Laging tandaan na sa tamang pagtitipid, siguradong di ka magigipit. Isang paalala mula sa TriMedia, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. TriMedia, DZRJ, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Microphone Club radio show with Mike Acuña. Hello. And of course, we have my beautiful co-host.
Hi.
Ding. What's
I'm
your
shy.
name? Ayun.
I'm shy. Shaira.
Shaira. So they call you Shy
Yeah,
for short.
they call me Shy.
Yes, and at this point, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to say hi to everyone who's viewing us or watching us through social media, online radio. We'd like to say to our co-members, sila Miss Anna David watching all the way from Singapore, Vet Lauzon of our Madam President here at the Microphone Club, and JC Garcia. So they say JC saying thank you for guesting JJ and Hazel. Ayan. So yeah, we might want to let's answer some questions through the
Yes, there are
comment
some
section.
questions from the comment section in our live streaming. So, you said that anyone who's 18 and above can join the Toastmasters, right? So, how much are the membership dues?
Well,
Is it like parang does it depend on the chapter or the group where they're in?
there's a standard
Okay.
rate for membership, okay, for Toastmasters. Now, the additional charges would depend now on the club. Because let's say it's a community club, the venue is, no, it's a corporate club, then the venue is free. So they don't have to pay for a room
Right.
and even the food because company pays for it.
Okay.
But there are the community clubs, so they have to rent a venue, they have to pay for that, they have to order food.
Yeah.
Then that's now the additional charges for some clubs.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Pero is there a way for them to find out more about these details through social media? How do they find Toastmasters on social media?
All right. In Facebook,
Online.
there are a lot of Toastmasters clubs.
Gotcha.
Okay. And then there's the Toastmasters International website. So they can just log wawawa.toastmasters.org. And then they can just search for a club here in the Philippines or anywhere in the world.
I love that you said wow wow wow.
Yeah.
Like,
I
wow,
have to think
that's
about
great.
it like twice.
Yeah,
Okay.
wow. Yeah, that's how you remember
Yeah.
things. Okay, we have another question.
So the next question is, how can we organize our own Toastmasters chapter club?
Is this something that's-
is it possible, like
Yeah?
a certain individual wants to have his or her own club Toastmaster chapter, whatever you call it?
Yes. So all they need to do, okay, once they search, because they will, Toastmasters International also get it if you write them, okay, or if you search a club. Now in the Philippines, we have what we call a club growth director. Okay, so the person in charge of building clubs. Now, okay, they can just contact them. She's Andanga, but they can also ask Hazel or myself, okay, based on the area that they're from, because it's impossible for Hazel and I to go all the way to, let's say, Cagayan de Oro if,
Yeah.
let's say, they want to form a club there. So we do have contact persons there. We have our division and area directors there who can help them. So we need to know, maybe that you can ask that person which location,
Yeah.
if they're interested in forming that club, if it's a company club or community club. So I can also get in touch with them, so I can refer a person who can help them form a club.
So it's a matter of where you are. Okay, that's very helpful.
But is it possible to have like a lot of chapters in one particular area, or dapat one area one? No naman.
No, in fact, in Quezon City alone, we have 16 clubs in Quezon City.
Wow.
In
Wow.
BGC, I think there are 19 clubs in BGC.
Okay.
So in Makati, 20 plus, I think. 19. So close. So every city, we have a Toastmasters club.
Yeah.
Even in Bicol,
Oh, wow.
we have in Legazpi and Naga. I think 2 in Legazpi and 1 in Naga.
Wow, sobrang dami. So Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, you know, you have an idea of their reach right now. Hazel, did you want to say something kanina? Sorry, we may have missed it.
It's okay. In making a club,
Yeah.
you need at least 20 members. So
20
if you
members,
want to start a
Yung
club,
minimum natin.
yes. And we're also encouraging more clubs because also club can be ideal with around 20 members.
Right.
And maybe up to 39 because when you get to 40 in number, we encourage that club to start a new club because when there are so many of you, it's hard to focus on each one, to mentor each one. So better start a new club when you reach the 40 mark.
I see. So parang ano na, kumbaga that's the point of expansion na. Wow, okay. That's really interesting. We have more questions actually. Okay, for this, this one I think goes for JJ and Hazel. In your experience, JC Garcia is asking, in your experience, kanina na pag-usapan natin kung why people leave. And right now he's asking, what has the Toastmasters done to generate interest, to lead to more memberships, and what makes people stay?
Yes, I want to
Go ahead.
Because that's actually one of the challenges in Toastmasters. How will we make the members stay? And one of my idol clubs in Toastmasters is called Managers for Christ. And I attended their 20th anniversary.
Right.
And I was so amazed because the members, the pioneer members 20 years ago were still members until now.
Wow.
And I noticed because they have this culture of being a family. And that's what I thought, hey, why don't I try to do this in my club? So recently we've been having some activities together. Like for example, we watched the piano concert of Ingrid Santa Maria and Maralco recently.
Wow.
And also one of our members, Ryan Cruz, he thought of having an outreach in Banawe.
Wow.
And one of our Toastmasters is also a tour guide or has a business in tours. So she was the one who organized, and Maari Kunanan. And we went there. It was so fun. We gave school supplies to kids. So Toastmasters is not just about public speaking anymore, but it's also giving back to the communities.
That's what it's about. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what it's about. It's about giving back. It's being upstanding Filipinos and Filipinas. Man, hats off to you. Yes, JJ, did you want to add something?
Well, good that we have social media now because more people are aware that there's a Toastmasters club. Now, with regard to how to make people stay, maybe for some, not in your club, but because they have relocated, they stay in the organization, but they join now a different chapter or a different club. Because we are present all over the Philippines. So, for some, you might think they leave maybe that club, but they join another Toastmasters club because of their location. Or some, as Hazel mentioned, because they want to start a family, they leave. And then when the kids are all grown up, they come back.
So ganun. Parang may balik talaga sila one way or another, di ba? I mean, most of them at least.
Meron.
Okay, that's nice. Very nice. Thanks for sharing that. I have someone who wants to ask Shaira a question.
Okay.
Shai, okay. The question is, as far as you know, where is the Yamashita treasure? Hindi, joke lang. Hindi. Sorry.
Ang hirap.
Ito na.
History.
Shaira, I would like to know what your best practices are in creating traffic towards your circle.
Because I'm quite everywhere, just like what I've mentioned a while ago. So I think for me to really create traffic in a sense na they would always parang remember me. Like for example, when they are when they need, for example, a writer to do a review for example, for a restaurant, I want them to remember me. So For me, I always want to stay connected to them. So I'm a heavy user of social media, of Facebook. If any of you or if any of the listeners are my friends, they would know that I really update everyone about the happenings of my life. So they would know that I'm into this and I'm into that, and if they need someone who can talk about this, or if they need someone who can write about this, they can tap me. So that's how I keep myself on the loop. So I'm not just on Facebook, but also on Instagram, on other social media platforms. And at the same time, I like going to, for example, mga outreach. I like doing volunteer stuff. I like going to conferences, even if they're not really free, because I know I would learn something from those. At the same time, I get to network. Again, it's the magic word din, the network thing, diba? When you network, you get to meet a lot of people, you get to learn something from them. At the same time, they get to learn something from you. So it's a kind of relationship that I want to maintain, and I think I'm quite successful in doing that, because I've been really happy creating more and more friends. That's why I'm joining the Microphone Club and the other organizations as well. And time management is really key. Because, diba, some are leaving because they have other priorities na. But, if you really love something, you can make time for it, eh. If you're really into it, you will find time for it. Diba?
Yes,
If you really want to, for example, date someone, love life na pa. Pero if you wanna date someone, or
Galing ng segue,
yes, if you wanna date someone, if you're really into that person, or if you are really interested, diba? Even if you are really a busy boss or doing a lot of things, you can make time for it. So,
no, I totally agree. That makes perfect sense. Kasi, not a lot of people give themselves credit for this, but, one of the best things that you can offer to anyone or give to anyone is your time.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
Kasi these folks can choose to, be anywhere else, right? Kaya kami as for example, when I do my gigs, I'm also I sing in a band called Shot Glass. I always tell my audience na para, thank you so much kasi you could have been anywhere else, but you're here with us tonight. So we appreciate that. Because it's true. Pwede namang wala na sila eh. Pero, man, eto kanina ko pa gustong tanong sa inyong lahat eh. Loyalty. Does it still exist? Does loyalty still exist? Medyo medyo
tricky yung question.
Medyo tricky.
Yes.
De, pero general thoughts about things, man. I just want this conversation to be, super real. I mean, that's what people, are gonna walk away with, So, what do you think? Who wants to go first? Who's the brave soul?
Tingnan ako ni Hazel, no? Pang Miss Universe ba to?
Well, hindi naman. Pero, I mean, parang, we are, pretty much, our worlds are not that far apart. Actually, I think we have our similarities more than our differences. So, I mean, when it comes to dealing with people, with trials and errors and acquaintances and whatnot, parang do you think that loyalty still exists? Right.
Yeah, siya tricky.
Too much? Too early?
No. Yeah, siya tricky eh. Pero, yun na nga eh. It's more of, okay, maybe I'll call this, in a way, loyalty. Yung sinasabi ko, meron akong brand loyalty.
Yeah.
Right.
Because same thing, there's this particular brand that talagang eto lang. And there's a reason why. Okay? I will not mention that, say, my favorite car brand ako eh.
Okay.
Alam ng iba kung bakit.
Yeah.
Okay? It's because of the customer service.
Yeah.
So, yes, because may nangyari sa akin in a very remote, we went to Anawim kasi, and then, ang hirap puntahan nun eh. So, nung nasira yung car, all I needed to do was make a phone call. Sinundo kami not just one, but 2 service cars.
Wow.
Because the other car, kasama nila yung tow truck to get my car.
Okay.
Kaya ako nagkaroon ng brand loyalty for that particular car brand. Because nga, yun eh. It's the relationship that particular brand and your relationship with that brand. Same thing sa mga restaurant. May favorite place ka eh.
Totoo.
Diba? May favorite place ka.
Go-to place.
May go-to place ka. If you want comfort food, eto talaga yung unang papasok. I want to go to this place. I want to eat here. I'm craving ganito.
Yeah.
So subjectively, it's like, you're loyal to that place, to that brand, because yung relationship na na-build sa'yo made you happy, na-satisfy ka. So all these years, before you know it, you keep ordering. Parang creature of habit.
Totoo.
You keep ordering that same stuff. When you feel down, you want to buy this ice cream, I want to buy.
Gets. Parang it's not the product really, but it's how you felt. Right? It's how they made you feel, right? And kumbaga, that's something that you walk away with in the same breath. How about you, Shaira?
For me, loyalty...
Does loyalty still exist?
Yes, I think for me it still exists.
Okay.
Like, in general, not just with brands, even with people, even with relationships. Ang super positive ko with that. But, I think it still exists, but it doesn't come easy. Na parang, you have to really build a certain relationship, good relationship with that people. Like, in your case, it's the customer service. It's the service. But with people, I think it's your experiences together. It's through the parang tough times that you were together that you're able to really determine na loyal ako with that person kasi I know parang ganun. I think it should be something that's also mutual. Pag relationships with people, like loyal ako sa kanya, should be loyal also to me. And it's not only in romantic relationships, even in friendships, even in companies, diba? There's always an issue with that na parang di ka loyal sa company, lumipat ka after so many years, you've grown here, things like that. But I think it still exists. It really depends on the person's authenticity again, and the integrity and the values that he or she has. Kung ano yung mga vina-value niya in life. Like for example, me, I value loyalty. So I want to make sure na people close to me would know that I am loyal to them. So yeah, it still does for me.
You. Nice, very well said. How about Hazel? Well, I'm interested. I want to know what Hazel thinks about this.
I also believe I'm like shy, that I'm a positive person, and I really believe in the good of everyone, and I believe that loyalty still exists. Like for example, I trust my husband completely that he's loyal.
What's his name?
Joey.
Joey? Yeah. Sir Joey, if you're watching
Joey.
right now. You're a good man. You already have my vote of confidence. Sorry, go ahead, please.
Because I agree with you once you develop the relationships. And sometimes it's also a personality, being loyal. Because I remember reading an ad for a car. It said, as rare as faithful men.
Oh, wow. Wow, Babae yung nag-ano.
Yes. Hindi na-approve ng walang male boss yung nag-approve na.
Oo. Or there could have been a male boss who kind of, just parang, sige, gawin natin, bebenta.
But it's catchy, di ba? You remembered it.
Yeah.
I remember.
Sorry, Hazel. Go ahead.
And I think the personality of my husband, he's loyal because, for example, in his family, his dad was also loyal to him. So he was brought that way. And actually, his dad passed away already 4 years ago. But his gift, because he had 4 sons, but his gift to each of them was a pair of earrings and a ring.
Okay.
And then he gave each of his 4 sons that. And then he told them that you should give this to the one you love or to the one you'll marry. So with that kind of thinking, his dad also thinks that his sons will be loyal to one girl as well.
Gotcha.
To give their hearts to one girl and be loyal to that person. So I guess it's also a culture in their families, and being small, growing up to that kind of culture made them also loyal.
Understood. Thank you for all your input. Now, let's say na all 4 of us believe in loyalty, no? Pero parang
how about you?
I believe in loyalty, no doubt. I believe in loyalty, and I also know for a fact that it's not always reciprocated. That's the thing about loyalty.
Yes.
Diba? But kaya you remember the people, the experiences, the products that made you feel good, because there are a lot of the same out there that will not reciprocate that or give that to you, the same level of loyalty, right? So parang let's say that we experience the same with people, right? Parang how does it at the end of the day, what does it equate to? Diba? Parang do we have, in all honesty, right? Do we have that line that we draw, and we say na, okay, we've already given this person a chance to perform, to deliver, or to be counted upon, to be relied upon, and sorry, hindi talaga umabot eh. Hindi umabot doon sa threshold ko eh. So parang, do you ever feel bad? Kasi all of us have done it. I think it's safe to say that all of us have done it. Do you feel bad having to have that person on that line or behind that line already?
I think it's the way kasi your expectations that you set.
Right,
Okay,
right.
you have of that person.
Glad you said that.
Kaya hindi na-meet, na-frustrate ka. Yun eh. So, sa akin, when you also mentioned that if you draw that line, sa akin pa rin, well, I don't know, kung may relationship, no? Loyalty and yung trust and respect. That's why we seem to be loyal to a particular, because we trust that person, we trust that brand, okay? And then yun nga, it's not reciprocated. Respect din. Magkaiba tao eh.
Tama,
Tao ka eh. So you can't control also the other person.
Na-apply mo rin sa dating yan.
Oh,
Totoo yun. Kasi, di ba, you wanna be loyal because you know ikaw rin, kumbaga, independent ka. You know, and you're loyal by yourself. And you build respect. Respect is something that's earned. I think that's safe to say. And the other one is trust. Di ba?
Yeah.
I think that trust should be given 100% right away. That's I think how we would best deal with people kasi sila naman yung magbababa ng level of trust na yun by themselves eh. They will prove themselves. So yes, I think we touched on a very important very important topic, yung setting of expectations. Setting of expectations when it comes to say the Toastmasters, no? Parang are there what would be parang, do you have modules or how does this work when it comes to when it comes to setting expectations on what people can expect from Toastmasters once they become a member? Parang just a little sneak peek of how it's like to be a Toastmaster.
If the person will join Toastmasters, it's really great timing now because Toastmasters just launched their Pathways program. It's a new education program of Toastmasters.
What's that about?
Because before we had old manuals in which you have assignments, you'll deliver speeches. But right now, it's high tech. You could go online and pick the path you want to choose. And there are 10 paths to choose from.
10?
So, yes, and we have like dynamic leadership, presentation mastery, effective coaching. So you could choose any path there. And if you have no idea what path you'll choose, there's an assessment exam wherein you'll tick your answers and then the website will suggest 3 paths what to choose. And then if you don't like the path suggested, it's okay. You could pick whatever path still you want to choose.
Wow.
So it's more applicable now with your work because before it's like just deliver 10 speeches or 20 like that. But this time around, like for example, you do a lot of coaching with your employees or with your staff. You could pick effective coaching, and some of the projects there or the speeches can now be what do you call this?
Upgraded, parang ganun.
I mean, it could be part already of your Toastmasters assignment. So once you have a Toastmasters assignment or project, you could use that whatever you do at work or something.
Pwede. Yeah. Go ahead, JJ.
Okay. Let me explain lang the Toastmasters program. Kasi when you become a member, we mentioned the meetings last for 2 hours. Because the whole program proper is that we have the first portion, which is impromptu speaking. They throw in a question, you have to think on your feet, answer that question. So it's very effective, no? And beneficial. Let's say you all, like kayo, no? Kasi nagpa-facilitate kayo, so you have to be quick. You have to relate one topic to another. So you're training on quick thinking. Then the other one, where we use yung paths na sinasabi ni Hazel, okay, we have yung prepared speeches.
Okay.
So you really have to write your speech, prepare it, deliver it. And the last part, you get feedback or evaluation. So you would know how you fared as a speaker. based on the program or the speech, the project that you just delivered. Yun yung maganda kasi doon, you get feedback.
Ah, okay. So may criterion to.
Yes.
Of course, on how you're graded and how you're given feedback. Okay, sounds
The
fair.
feedback is a quick, like right after you made, for example, your speech, you get the feedback right
Yes.
away. Oh, okay.
So there's one facilitating that session. Now we move to the, let's say, the feedback session or evaluation session. And then they call now different people. Let's say you have 5 speakers.
Right.
You get 5 evaluators, 1 person per speaker.
Wow.
So
okay.
nakafocus siya dun sa person
Who
na
are the evaluators? Like, are they the old members of the group?
It's a combination because
Different.
feedback is feedback.
Okay. So
And
it doesn't really matter because they have their own opinion and
Yes.
it's very, sometimes it's very subjective, diba? It's
Oo naman, kasi opinion talaga. Pero yun nga eh. So may criteria din yung evaluator, what to look out for.
Okay.
So, based doon, kasi may objective yung project eh.
Right.
So, in terms of, let's say, nag-eye contact ba siya? Nag-gestures ba? Kamusta naman yung speaking voice niya?
Ah, okay. So wow. So those are pretty fair. Parang criteria. Criterion pala. Ito naman yung gustong tanong na next. Parang pagdating ba sa pagkagustuhan ng isang tao na to actually join Toastmasters, is it okay if they have like only parang ganito lang yung confidence ko and I want it to be like this, or ganito yung confidence ko kaya lang hindi ganito kalaki, sorry
Yes.
malaki, okay na may confidence na ako, kaya lang hindi ko ma-channel I can't harness my confidence and my talent. Parang are they one and the same for you, or parang is it a different approach to both kinds altogether?
Kasi as a person, you always have goals for yourself.
Yes.
And as a Toastmaster, you're assigned a mentor. So the mentor
okay.
helps you through.
Okay. So it's not like a
whatever goal.
class na, okay, matuto ka dito. It's not like that. Parang you're assigned a mentor. Sorry, please go ahead.
So, yeah. So that way, if again, that relationship, you also build that relationship with your mentor because you know, you trust the person will help you become a better communicator or a better leader.
Nice.
And pwede yung mentor mo, iba dun sa communication skills mo. Yung meron ka ring mentor maganda for your leadership skills.
Yun. Kasi it's not just about your confidence. It's all about, it's also about your, parang your capacity. Kumbaga parang capacity and capability to lead. I-improve din natin yan. Alright, so 11:46 on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, you're still watching the Microphone Club radio show. We're gonna cut to a commercial break and we're gonna be right back.
Unang tingin pa lang, puti na. Kinis pa.
Nag-Myra Vita White Hand and Body Lotion kasi may vitamin E beads and natural plant extracts that help nourish skin deep inside for a healthy white glow. Puti at kinis,
Ay!
hanggang malapitan.
Yala na.
Healthy white glow sa Myra Vita White Lotion. Yan ang alagang holistic by Myra.
Trusted quality healthcare. Unilab yan.
Tag-ulan na naman. Sigurado, uso na naman ang baha. Maging handa, lalo na kung bahain ang inyong lugar. Dapat laging ready ang emergency kit. Laman nito ay pagkain, tubig, gamot at damit na magagamit hanggang 3 araw. Kung may alagang hayop, samahan din ito ng kanyang gamit at pagkain. Tandaan, paghandaan ang sariling kaligtasan. Isang paalala mula sa TriMedia, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. TriMedia, DZRJ, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. You are tuned into the Microphone Club radio show. And before anything else, we would like to remind everyone. Teka lang ito na. We'd like to remind everyone, for all soon-to-weds and those who will be doing life celebrations soon, please visit us at the Before I Do Bridal Fair happening on September 23 and 24. That's going to be next Saturday and Sunday po at the Mega Trade Hall in Mega Mall. I'm going to be there with Miss Vet Lauzon, the president of the Microphone Club. Again, that's the Before I Do Bridal Fair. The second one I'm doing, September 23 and 24. This is for everyone who are looking to celebrate, looking to prepare for their life celebrations, and sa mga ikakasal na. So magkita-kita tayo doon. And of course, also, we'd like to inform everyone that we are live over DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Sige, you can read this. Online streaming?
Online streaming, www.8trimedia.com. Like us also on Facebook, 8trimedia. That's 8, number 8. Follow us on Twitter, 8trimedia. On Instagram, at 8trimedia. Also the text line and Viber number, it's 0939-914-3988. Hotline 4120288. And also we have a live simulcast at DYME Masbate, 107.1 Power FM Puerto Princesa Palawan, in 97.1 Wow FM Rojas Northern Palawan.
Wow, what a reach, right?
Yes.
And also, we'd like to fill everyone in on what Creative Voices Productions is. Creative Voices Productions is the country's leading voiceover services company in the Philippines. We have produced thousands of voiceovers for commercials, dubbed anime and telenovela, video games, audiobooks, video presentations, and many more. It is also the home of the first and only voice acting school in the country, the Philippine Center for Voice Acting, and since 2005, it has produced more than 1,000 graduates. We can claim that 90% of the voice artists, hosts, broadcasters, and voiceovers in the Philippines have come from our school. Now, the Pochology Academy is a training organization with a mission to inspire, motivate, and empower Filipinos towards greatness, excellence, and success. We offer trainings, workshops, and team-building programs to schools, companies, and all types of organizations to help individuals unlock their potential and become the best version of themselves. Founded by, of course, the Pocholo, the voice master Gonzalez, the most recognized Filipino voice artist, veteran voice radio broadcaster, internationally awarded youth advocate, author, highly sought after voice director, trainer, and motivational speaker. Lang naman. Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are still here at the booth. We're being joined by our guests, of course, from the Toastmasters Philippines, leaders and speakers of Toastmasters Philippines, Ms. Hazel Pascual Nespral and Katrina JJ Letargo. So I think it's we're gonna end our show in just a bit. Kumbaga, what are some parting shots that you wanna share our listeners and our viewers? Kumbaga, when it comes to building and maintaining a network.
Okay. It's never too late for a person. Kasi iba sinasabi, ay, matanda na ako, or...
Diba, no?
It's never too late for anyone to build their network. And let's say lang, no, you relocated and then bumalik ka. I mean, with social media now, it's so easy to rebuild your network.
Totoo. I'm a believer of that. Kumbaga kumbaga, if we were to say, have a main takeaway or even a quote, diba, to maintain a network or build a strong enough network for you to actually consider it reliable and capable, diba, credible, diba. So parang what would be some of the things that are key points for you to do? Yes, Hazel.
I think the parting words for this, or I hope the takeaway here is, at this time and age now, it's so easy to build a network with social media, with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And let's not have this selfish mentality that this is all about me. I'm so popular. I'm so great. Yeah. No. Must have that mentality to give back. And what can you do to nurture those relationships? How can you help these people? Because in helping them, they will also help you.
Tama, tama. Actually, that I could not agree more with what both of you said, man. Shaira, what do you think?
I think for me, first is you have to be authentic. Because people will naturally come to you if they know na you are real. And second is you have to make yourself reachable. Na, for example, if someone asks, for example, a favor, and you think naman you can do it with your given time or your given skill, even if it's free, I mean, initially it's free, basta as long as you think na you can help others, well, why not? So, you have to like make people comfortable with you because later on networks will parang come naturally because they will think na oh this person is parang easy to approach, easy to parang madali lang mag-open up with her. So later on networks and friends, and I think that's the important thing they're not just networks but you'll gain deeper relationships with people, you gain friends. For example, in Toastmasters they have a family. So, really, deeper connections with people that will make you parang a better individual, I think.
No, that's true. That's true. JJ, yes,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Last 2 words, ang dami ko mga words of
Sige lang, sige lang.
Yeah,
This is actually your moment.
2 more words, no? Especially with the generation now and a lot of the social media hype that people really want to be known. The responsibility and the accountability of what you post, okay?
Love it.
And what you tell of people about yourself and of others.
Yes. Kasi it does tell. See, this is. I'm so glad that you brought that to the table. Kasi a lot of people, they're not aware. They think that, say, Facebook, diba? It's a dump site for all of their emotions and the rants, the venting. I mean, okay, first few ones, okay lang eh. Pero oh my gosh, believe us when we say na parang you know what, you're not hurting anyone else, you're hurting yourself. Really, diba? Parang you're hurting yourself by ranting too much. Listen, no one's going to shoot you down if you're to post, say, one positive thing a day. No one's gonna shoot you down for being too positive. Kasi ito yung mindset niyan eh. Baga parang you'd wonder why for some people, diba, parang, hey, how are you doing today? Yeah, I'm not feeling so good. No, I actually feel sucky today. So, why? No, I just actually do. And he's fine. Pero you come across someone parang, hey man, you look really happy today. Yeah, parang, yeah, what is it? No, I just choose to feel good. That person's crazy. Diba?
Yeah.
Diba? So, pero you see that. Parang you see the difference, right? See the comparison. And, diba, parang makes you take a couple of steps back and say, oh nga, no? Like, why can't I be happy without reason? I just choose to be happy, Why can't I tell myself that? Maybe that's one of the takeaways. And in terms of naman of me sharing my own thoughts about building and maintaining a network, sinabi sa akin kasi ng tatay ko, he's actually celebrating his birthday. Kayla, halika dito. He's actually celebrating his birthday today. This man told me, Michael, wag kang pipili ng kaibigan. Actually, di ba? Parang, di ba? Sinasabi sa atin dati, choose your friends. So, pero parang sinasabi sa akin ng father ko, halika dito. Huwag kang pipili ng kaibigan. Actually, mas maganda yan maging kaibigan mo lahat. Kasi the more friends you have, the less enemies you have.
Yes.
Diba? Kasi diba, in life, you are bound to, you're not gonna please everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wanna greet my father. Happy birthday, Mr. Nomar Acuña. Ikaw, bati ka rin. Bati ka rin. Yan, sa mic.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Papa.
Happy birthday, Papa.
Oh, cute.
Yan, so yes, this is my son, Caleb. Ayan. So yun, it's 11:58. May babatiin ka pa ba? Si Mama Baby. Batiin mo.
Hi, Mom Baby.
Yan, tingin ka doon sa camera na yun.
Hi, Mom Baby.
Hi, Mama Baby, and
the Bormio family.
yes, the Bohemia family. And
All of my classmates and teachers and my advisor at St. Jude College.
Yan, very good, very good. All right. All right. So again, we hope you enjoyed our discussion today. Let's hear more of our interesting topics next Sunday for 2 hours of motivation and empowerment only here at the Microphone Club Radio Show. We'd like to thank our guests, JJ and Hazel. Maraming salamat. They're from the Toastmasters Philippines. We would love to have you again. Of course, my beautiful co-host, Shira.
Thank you for having me. It's really my pleasure.
Thank you so much. This is going to happen again. I'm just sure of it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the Microphone Club Radio Show. And remember, availability is the best ability from Pochology. See you guys next Sunday, and God bless.
TriMedia, DZRJ, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.